To start off, things that just don't seem like anything. Imagine what you can do if you earned 3,000 cash dollars a day. Imagine what you can do. Imagine that after a month it's 90,000. So imagine you can still buy a very good car. But after 6 months, okay, that'll be $500,000. Now you can buy any car and you can buy a decent house. But at the end of the year, you can buy $1,000,000 house. Now, where would you go with that? The first thing I want to talk about over here is blue. Blue and yellow. Yellow, number 4. Now let's color match. Yellow and blue makes green. Yellow and blue makes green. So if 4 is yellow and blue, that would make 7. If 4 yellow and blue, that would make 6. But wait a second. We have others. We have other colors coming into the yellow. That's right. 4 and 6 are both yellow. 10. 10, 4, missing 6. 6 is in black and 5. 5 and 6 black. 4 and 5 green. Blue is 2 and 3. And white is 2 and 3. The cloudy day, the spirit of 55 connecting 88 together. What is above? What is below? The clouds aren't on the ground. So if above was below, we'd have a blue ground. So we have the blue ocean, but we have the water that foams or splashes each other, turning the white in its own. So now this is the horses and the colors in the horses. So we see that blue and white will mix up, and that'll be a baby blue. So we're not going to do that, right? What we're going to do is blue and yellow. So either I get 4, 3, 7, 4, 2, 6, 6, 3, 9, 6, 2, 8. So the total of 5, 10, or 5 and 1 coming from the first 2 and 3. We don't get 4 and 6. This is the half-life. 1.5 times equals 4 and 6. That's the half-life. Remember, the last number is 4, but the first number is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you remember the last video we did? I minus this side. I added this side. B minus D. Minus 2 plus 2. Anyways, let's not get into that. Did you know that at the dentist, we have to interrupt this. At the dentist, they keep going in French, B and D, B and D. And I said, don't you use the A? They go, no, we use the M. Well, the M happens to be 1 and 3, and that fits in between. Okay, in between 2 and 4. The cat and altered currents. It's almost like, it's like braiding your hair. So now this is your horse racing numbers. Now we're going to do a card trick. We're going to do a card trick. We're going to make all these cards. Okay, we're going to make all these cards. Tell me when to stop. Look like this card. We're going to make all these cards look like this card. We're going to make all these cards. We're going to just take this one out for now. We're going to make all these cards look like this card. And it's a magic trick. And all I have to do is the trick. And that's the trick right over here. All these 3 cards represent all the cards in here. And I'm going to show you, take away that. Let me put the cards a little bit lower so I can show you down. And I'm using my camera over here. Let me point it down and do it this way. These are the 3 cards that count for all. So if I take this card, this dot and this dot fit inside of here. So I'll remove it. If I take this dot goes over here. So it takes both these 2 as a combination. And it's a must combination to fit right inside the 3 card. I put 1 over 2, and it looks like the 3. Then I go ahead. And I look at the 4 card. But the 4 card is already represented inside the 9 and the 8 card. So the 4 card is inside 9 and it is inside 8. But it's not inside 3, because if I put 4 inside 3, I show up with a 7 card. So these 2 cards would actually go together as a true 7. Nothing has existed yet until 1 and 2 created 4. 3 is the value of 1 and 2. 4 is its completion. If we use the number 5, the 5 is already represented inside a 9, and I don't need it because the ace is already representing inside 3, representing the 5, but now the ace is now representing the 4 card with eighths inside of it, right? They have to join together. So we're going to take this card and we're just going to put it out of the deck right now. Then we have the 7 card. And as I showed you before, the 7 card and the 8 card are represented right over here. But they're showing you the moon up. They're showing you the heart center. And where the 9 will take over that heart center. And the 9 card, okay, is showing two sides of 4. It shows 4 here and 4 here, and it shows 4 around 1, representing inside the 5 card. Remember, positions and houses, we're showing the corners of the house. The sign is up. So here's your 9 card, and your 6 card is inside your 8 card, and your 7 card is inside your 8 card. So we have inside the 8 card, okay, we have 4, 8, 6, and 7 all hidden in this. So it takes 13 and 4, 17. 1 and 7 equals 8. Inside the 9 card, we have the ace card and the 5 card, right? But the ace is already in the 5. So 5 equals to 9. E-I, E-I-O. So now we have these 2 cards and these cards. This is represented by these 2 over here. But since the 5 is in the 9, we'll move the 3. The 2 and 1 are in the 3, and these are the only cards that we have. We have a total of 6 in this group. We are going to have a total of, 6 in this group. We have a total of, in this group over here, where the, see this, the thing is, this is true, because we need these 2. Nothing disappears. All of these disappears, and the only value we get here is 8. Here we get a total value. Here we get a value of 8. But in this house, where 6 and 7, 13, 21, 4 slips in because it fits, equals to a total of 25. That's the numeric value for Earth. And in this one over here, because the ace slips into this one, we have 14 EI, and we have O, the single value. The single value O. So then we're going to just take it and see what we have at the end, just to show you the reality and what we need to have. All we need is these 3 cards. We'll stand on soft 17 if we want, or we'll stand on 1701. 3 by 8, 24. 3 by 9, 27. 27 plus 24, win a big red day sun, equaling to 51 inside of Mars. 17 is the gateway to 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 plus 8 is 11, equals to 35. 3 and 5 equals to 8. We have 1 card left over to play the game. All we need to do out of all these cards is to slip this 1 on top, because it takes up everything. Here's my, I didn't have to use the club. But that's the way it goes back to, and that's why the club represents all the cards, because it plays the heart of all. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, we're going to start this next video. I have to add on. It's going to be an add-on video. Okay, where I had 9, where I had inside 9, the 4 and the 5 came together. You see, inside of 9, it's an actually full completion, which I didn't show. Sometimes I don't recognize things right away, but it shows you the completion, that 5 comes together and 4. They create 9, but the value is still 5. Although 5 and 9 go on top of each other, equating to 14, 1 and 4 is 5. Everything is lost in this, yet the value will stay as 5, right? 5 minus 9 equals to 4. 4 missing 1. 9 times 5 is 45, 9. 5 and 9 is 14, 5 and 9. So you see what happens in these numbers? So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to here, and we're going to show you that 1 and 2 and 3, 4 is 4 in its own. So 4 and 3 are the most real of any cards, DC. And then after that, it's combinations. 1 and the 4 will create 5. 6 is another real card. So you have the ace, the 2, the 4, and the 6 is a real card, but it's not a real card. And the reason it's not a real card is because once you have these 2 and these 2 from the 4 coming together, you now get this half-life juncture over here. See the way you have the one here and the one here? We're almost like talking Roman numerals right now. 4, 5, 6, right? Connecting the 8 area, 4, 5, 6, and the low area. See how low we put that one? Do you understand how I'm building this? Whether I'm using the high area, the complete X. You follow what I'm saying? How can I explain this again? I take this, and it's my Roman numerals 4, 5, and 6. I can't do it over here. Or I can take where's the next card? Anyways, let me just continue on. Where 6 and 7, 13 is lost in 8, right? So the total of 21 equals to 13. Inside, you get the ace and the 4 equaling to the 5 card. So 1 and 4 equals to 5. The 2 and the 1 card are just north and south. That's all it's showing me. Passing between 2. Passing between. The last piece I want to show you on this that I added into the video was this. Now what this is I actually created 3 of these. You notice they're x, 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 x equaling to 20. This created x and this created x will equal to an O in the center. XOX. It's just the obligation in design. Now when I take this and put a C onto it, and I take this and put a C onto it, don't forget, by connecting the center here first, right, I have cut off the connection at the end over here. So this will create my C and C33. To my area centers, this was the center of both sides, equaling to the 9th area. This is equal to 5 and 5, 5, 9, 5, EI, EI, O. 1.5 area because the 0 has a 1.5 value, where the 1 times 5 shows you the 5 value in the center. Where does the 6 come in? How should I count it? Because although we take off this C, we must have, instead of, you see the Earth is this, right? You see we keep getting the same height, but we keep opening up in distance, right? The same circular wheel that spins. I don't know how this all works. Anyways, we're just going to let it go with that. I'm going to add something onto this video. No, I can't. I can't. I'm going to make another video. Raphael, 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. I do not like this video, by the way.